What's up, interwebs? Carpet Crypto here, and on this channel and in these videos, we're going to dive into the Cardano blockchain ecosystem one project at a time. Before we dive into these projects, we have to get prepared to be able to interact with these projects. So that's why this first video is going to be on Cardano wallets. Now, there are two major types of wallets in Cardano. We have your light wallet, which is essentially a software wallet. In many cases, they come in forms of online and desktop wallets, essentially, as well as mobile apps, right? So that's going to be your software wallet, and your hardware wallets are going to be your Ledger, for example. It's going to be the most well-known hardware wallet. So when it comes to wallets, you want to think about what your intention is with the blockchain. So if you're going to buy and hold and just store something as safe as possible, then we want to stick to something like hardware wallet. You're basically going to purchase your cryptocurrency and store it on a wallet that's off-chain and is not attached to any kind of internet device. So that is the safest method of storing your crypto. But through this tutorial, we're going to go ahead and use a light wallet because we want to interact with these projects and these blockchain dexes and ecosystems. So that being said, there are going to be two major light wallets that I'm going to recommend. The best user experience for a normie or someone who's not familiar with blockchain, as well as the best mobile experience, in my opinion, happen to be the Vespr Wallet. So I'm going to recommend you take a look at the Vespr Wallet, and you can take a look at that at vesper.xyz. I'll leave a link in the description. But this is going to be by far the best user experience. The team is obviously a team who's been working with mobile apps for some time because their mobile app is seriously second to none. It's by far the most efficient mobile app in the ecosystem at the moment. Now, when it comes to desktop or everyday using, I'm going to suggest and I will create my tutorials around the Eternl wallet. Now, again, there's a large list of wallets in this ecosystem. I am very much opinionated in my preferences. And that being said, I'm going to be creating these tutorials around my preferred wallets because they're just the best in my opinion. So that being said, we want to have a wallet to be able to interact with the ecosystem, and we could start by creating an Eternl wallet very, very simply. So all you have to do to get the Eternl wallet is download the Eternl plugin. You can see the Google Chrome version. Again, I'll leave this link in the description, but we go to the Chrome Web Store, we add the wallet, and once we add the wallet, it's going to show up right on our toolbar. If you don't see it on your toolbar, I'm using the Brave search engine browser, but you'd go to the little extensions icon here, and you make sure to find your Eternl wallet app, and you want to make sure that this little pin is on. So when you pin it, you add it to your nav bar here. So once it's on your nav bar, you can click on it, and it's going to show you this screen itself. So I have a couple of other wallets here. When you sign in for the first time, you won't have any wallets on your left. We're going to go ahead and add our wallet, and we're going to create a new wallet here. So this is going to be the new wallet that we create for this tutorial series, and it's going to be my ADA trading wallet. So that's what we'll call it. So here you can create up to 24 unique accounts. I just start with one account, and that's usually what I'll do every time I create these. So I'm going to go ahead and save that. Then I'm going to confirm that nobody could see my screen. I'm going to temporarily move this away from the screen. On the next page, it's going to show you your actual 24 keyword passphrase, and it's going to make sure that you have written this down carefully. And once you confirm that you've written it down carefully and you continue, the next screen is going to have you verify the passphrase it gave you. So as you can see here, I have to re-enter the passphrase that it provided me. So I'll go ahead and do that away from the screen again and show you what goes on next. Writing in this passphrase, there are a couple of rules of thumb that I personally use. So I make sure never to write this passphrase on anything digital itself. So I would never use anything like a phone or computer or anywhere that is digital, because you're going to basically open up a attack vector. Essentially, you provide the ability for a malicious actor to have the ability to actually find it, right? So when we don't have it on anything digital, we reduce or completely eliminate that possibility by having it in a physical form. So I personally write 2 3x5 flashcards. I will put one in a safe place in my home office somewhere, and then another one in my essentially a safe deposit box or a safe of some sort, just to confirm that they are in two separate places that are not easily accessible, but also, God forbid something happened to me, my wife and loved ones also have access to these things, which is one of the most important things when it comes to specifically cryptocurrencies and being your own bank. You have to make sure that people understand that how to access these funds should something bad happen, and definitely have detailed directions to make sure that your loved ones are taken care of should the unexpected happen. Okay, so I went ahead and re-entered the key phrases, and I am confirming that it is accurate. So I press continue, and once you press continue, it's going to go ahead and initiate the wallet creation process for you. Okay, so I'm bringing this back on the screen here, and you can see this is the newly created wallet. It's called the ADA Trading Wallet. This is going to be the wallet we'll be using for these tutorials. And let's go ahead and give you a quick lay of the land here. So when you click on the wallet itself, you're going to have a series of menus you can look at. So you have your account information here. It gives you a full summary of your wallet. It gives you a token list. You could also see the UTXO list. So any historical UTXOs would be here as well, any transaction history. When it comes to sending and receiving ADA or Cardano native tokens, you're going to be sending the transactions via this box here. So you'd basically grab someone's address and you'd send it here. You can receive your ADA or Cardano native tokens at this receiving address. In the next video, we're going to go over ADA handle to show you a much simpler version of being able to send and receive Cardano native tokens as well as ADA versus using these long addresses. It's basically the equivalent of a website URL versus that points to an IP address, for example. So it's something that is not very user-friendly or human readable, and we will convert this into something that is more user-friendly. As a matter of fact, here's a live example. I actually call this Serba Crypto because I have my Serba Crypto NFT within this account. And if I were to look at NFTs specifically, I could find Serba Crypto here. So the way these work is if you have these NFTs within any given wallet, then whenever you send any cryptocurrency to this particular ADA handle, it will show up in whatever wallet that NFT currently resides in, essentially. So, and again, we'll go over an ADA handle tutorial in another video. You have the ability to swap as well. So you can basically click a cryptocurrency to swap in and out of here. So I've actually never used this swapping through the wallet itself. I usually go to DEXs, which we'll go over in another video, but it does have that functionality, which is very nice. And you have the ability to stake directly from your wallet. So staking is the ability to essentially earn interest on your ADA when you stake it to a specific stake pool. We'll touch base on staking in another video as well. For now, you just know that you have the ability to look up any stake pool. For example, I would love to be staking at Dapp Central, so they have a stake pool here. You can just click on delegate. And once you have ADA, you can delegate your ADA directly to that stake pool and start earning some ADA in a very passive way. We also introduced something called liquid staking in Cardano, which is very unique to the blockchain. Essentially, you can add or remove your ADA at any given time. There is no lock period, there's no stashing period. It's really liquid in the sense that it is easy to move around, to delegate, to undelegate, and to essentially use your ADA whenever you want. So it's very unique to Cardano, and it's honestly one of my favorite advantages that we have on Cardano. So it's definitely worth understanding better. We're now entering into the governance era of Cardano. And again, this is one of the things that really makes Cardano very different than other blockchains. Bringing on-chain governance to the Cardano blockchain, and it's going to allow the community to self-determine its priorities and growth. So essentially, the blockchain is going to be run by its users and its holders, and that's how a truly decentralized blockchain should run. So this is very cutting edge as far as other blockchains go, and we are leading that charge into decentralized governance on blockchains. And as you can see under settings, this is probably one of the most robust of all the different Cardano wallets, but it gives you the most control. Collateral is going to be something that you'll be running into every now and then. It's one of the nuances about Cardano that is unique to Cardano. Sometimes you won't be able to complete a transaction until you set the collateral. So whenever you struggle to complete transactions, the first thing I look at is under wallet settings, collateral, and I'll see if it's set or not. So if it's not set, you just click on set collateral. You have to make sure you have some ADA in there, but I will show you from a different wallet. If you click on wallet settings, collateral, you can see here that the collateral has already been set for this particular wallet, and it has the UTXO and the collateral balance already here within this specific hash. So I've already gone through the process of adding collateral here, and this is what it looks like when you're completed it. But what it does is it has a little reserve ADA to make sure that you're able to cover any transaction fees or miscellaneous fees. You always have enough in the reserve for the transaction itself. So that's kind of the one of the gotchas on Cardano specifically is this whole collateral thing. But again, this is what you'll be looking at if you ever have an issue where you cannot complete a transaction. Usually, like with the NFT sales or when you do a loan, you have to make sure that the collateral is set in order to complete the loan or NFT sale. So just wanted to share that with you really fast. That being said, we have a newly created ADA trading wallet set up. And in the next video, we're going to go to ADA handle and we're going to go grab us an ADA handle and add it to this wallet. And we'll be adding some funds to this wallet as well. If you found this video useful, please make sure to share and like.